Well, I'm doing laundry and packing, so this is the pink shirt is the result of that. Um, Night before my flight, just kind of trying to get everything ready, cleaned up, cleared up, fixed up, all done. Um, yeah, hoping for the best, I guess. We'll see what happens. Gonna try and make this one sort of reasonably length, I guess. So to try and make sure that things are covered since I don't know what it's going to be like when I leave. Mm, yeah. I started saying goodbyes, kind of giving some things out to people that matter to me and showing my appreciation for the people that have been sort of good and welcoming and whatever helpful. Uh, yeah, just there has definitely been some good people here, so I have done my best to try and reach out and say um, goodbyes to like the best of my ability to say goodbye. I'm not really that whatever, but yeah, I did just want to let the few people that have been um, worth knowing that they made an impact, I guess. Um, yeah, clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. A little bit of apprehension about this whole thing. Uh, don't know how it's gonna go. I a little jittery, a little nervous, whatever. I mean, it is interesting that absolutely nothing could come of it, and still somehow there's apprehension. But I'm hoping it's a good thing. Um, yeah, it's been a journey this year, last year, whatever, last 10 months, 11 months. Um, yeah, not a millionaire yet, but working on it, I guess. Um, yeah, it's interesting to be in such a different mindset and such a different frame and such a different bracket of health and wellness and nutrition and not to say that like everything's good or whatever, but just to be so far away from where I was a year ago and to still be struggling with a lot of the same things as far as purpose and meaning and value of life and like I still don't feel any less like dying most of the time than I did before, which is just kind of crazy to me considering um, how much has changed, but so much has sort of stayed the same still. So, uh, and obviously one of the big things is that like I am and always will be the source of all the problems, and I am the issue. So trying to resolve these things like work and location and like they still all directly linked to me and my my effect on whatever it is. And so, yeah, there's nothing is really going to change without me changing. And I think that goes across the board, kind of. So, um, yeah, yeah, I think life and financial stability is sort of the biggest issue now, and still, for some reason, not something that I'm focusing on um, properly, anyways. Uh, I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know why I can't shake out of this. I don't know why I can't correct a lot of these things. Um, but sooner or later, um, things are going to start falling into place or falling apart. One of the two, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't, like it's been a year and I don't know what I have to offer from this year. Like I don't know what I have to say, what value I've gained, what like I don't know that there's really anything that I can impart as wisdom. Um, Other than there's a lot of amazing people out there. There's a lot of flawed people. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of headaches. There's a lot of um, negativity. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of just things that'll blow your mind. Um, there's there's things and people that you want to share your life with, um, and people that receive that in different ways. There's people that make experiences better, and there's people that help you see the flaws in yourself. Um, like when you don't want to be around them. Like there's a lot to learn if you're open to it. Um, yeah, I'm still sort of stuck on this. I'll be happy when situation, or like I just can't. Even though I've had happy moments, I just can't find a way to say happy in the moment. Grateful to be here, etc., etc. Um, and then I still feel like a sinking ship. I still feel like a dead end, or the source of the problem. You know, all the negative things. That is what I see and who I am. And I was thinking about this thing about like how you're much more willing to forgive um, or excuse negative behavior in others. Like I there's this security guard that I never like I've interacted with on a regular basis, but never really stopped to talk to her. He's just like the most positive person in the world. He always waves and says hello, and he's always smiling and happy, and so I always wave back, and we always sort of interact like that whenever I see him. And he's always like that. And he's always welcoming to everybody, and he's always in a positive mood. And so I didn't know what to get him, so I just stopped and said, whatever, thank you, and gave him some money. And he was like super grateful, but I was like riding away thinking like I have no idea what kind of person this person is. He could be married, and he could be taking that money to go drink himself stupid and cheat on his wife, or like I have no idea. And if he did that, like the worst thing that I can think of is like I would still be grateful for the attitude and the things that he brought to my days, and how he acts, even though there's this like facet of him that could be a horrible person, or whatever. Not that he is, and that's kind of unlikely, but I was just like, it would still be okay in a sense, just because I don't know him, and because like I have this window of a person, and so it doesn't really affect me like how negative he is in his other aspects of his life. And I'm sure that he's not, just because like it would be unlikely that you're that kind of person, but like he could very well be. But he would still have this positive impact on me, and it's like if the reverse is not true for me, where like if I smile and brighten somebody's day, that's never an excuse for all the negative things that I've done in my life. And so I will always be a horrible person, no matter what kind of impact I've had on other people. Not to say that I have ever had a positive impact on anyone, but it's just like if the situation was reversed, I I wouldn't give that grace to myself. Um, and so I do find that thought sort of interesting. Um, but that's just how I feel. There's not much I can do about it. Um, and it was nice to see him happy about something like that. It's not very often that I get to have any kind of impact on anybody. So, um, yeah. Yeah. So hopefully I find a way to change my thinking and my thought process, and make some kind of headway. But if I don't, I will be back in a little while, and I will figure something out, I guess. I will figure something out. Yeah, you never know. Either way, it's been an interesting year. So here's hoping we make it through the next month.